actually, if there is a consensus today, it's either that scholars don't want to debate it, or they assume that it's not by Josephus, but by Josephus through the hand of a Christian. Let's make the first point that Josephus was born in 38, Jesus died around 30, so they never could have met. Now we have only two possibilities regarding the Testimonium Flavianum, that is Josephus' reference to Jesus. One is a Christian added it completely, or a Christian re-edited it and made some alterations. That is what I think most scholars think, and that is my position. I wish to make 7 points very briefly. The earliest manuscript, point 1, the earliest manuscript of Josephus' Antiquities is the 10th century. So we have 10 centuries for Christians who are copying this and passing it on. It was passed on in the original language, Greek, by Greek scribes. As you evaluate that, we need to point out that there's no fragments of any book in the New Testament from the 1st century. We work with 3rd, 4th, 5th century. And if you talk about alterations, there were well over 30,000 copies of the Greek New Testament in manuscript form. Not one is identical to another. So you can see alterations as they're being copied. Sometimes they're intentional, sometimes they're a mistake. Point 2, in its present form, Josephus' reference to Jesus is shaped by Christian scribes. There can be no doubt to that. Point 3, earliest manuscripts of Josephus, there are about 1,000. That's 10 centuries. Scribes are copying it in Greek, and that's our major text. Point 4, we have Christian interpolations in many early Jewish works, especially the testaments of the 12 patriarchs, and we know that when we compare them with the Hebrew fragments found among Qumran. Point 5, the minor additions to Josephus' Antiquities 18 are easily removed. They're from a different hand, a different time, and the text reads much more smoothly. It's not so interrupted. Point 6, what Jesus wrote could not have been composed by a Christian. Let me make that make that clear. In Josephus' Antiquities in the Greek of the 10th century, he refers to Jesus as a wise man. This is most unlikely for any Greek scholar. They considered Jesus a god. And today when you're in Greece, they say Jesus and God are both God. They are one. The next thing that we find in Josephus is the so-called Christ, Olegomenus Christos. No Christian scribe would ever say he's the so-called Christ. They would say he's the proclaimed Christ. Then the next thing that Josephus says about Jesus, the tribe of Christians have not yet become extinct, as if he wants them to become extinct. Point 7, before Josephus references Jesus are reports of riots and afflictions among the Jews. So he's putting Jesus in a very bad frame. It looks like that's what Josephus did. No scribe who is a Christian would put it there. What is our conclusion? Josephus referring to Jesus, the Christian altered the text to make Josephus a witness to Jesus as the Christ. Christian interpolations are grammatically free from the text and are easily removed. And at that point, the text makes much better sense. Then I have 4 little points together. A Jew like Josephus may have honored Jesus and considered him to be a wise man and a good man. Let us not forget that many authorities in Jerusalem, like Josephus, Joseph Arimathea and Nicodemus, some of the priests were very much moved by Jesus, and they didn't want to condemn him. 2, in Antiquities 20, Josephus refers to James as Jesus' brother. Hence, he must have referred to Jesus, because you're not going to, in a book, refer to a person who is unknown by a person that is unknown. You always referred to Jesus, that was his brother is James. Point 3, as the Jewish scholar Pines has stated, Josephus is not committal about Jesus. Pines found something, I'll tell you about it in a moment. 4th, Josephus could have admired Jesus. Both were Palestinian Jews and Jesus was falsely accused. Why no early Christians would cite it? The rest in Josephus was common knowledge, and Jesus comes off very poorly when you take out the Christian editions that occurred over 10 centuries. What is the proof? We now have an Arabic manuscript. It's by Agapius, and it's in his book of the title. It's 10th century, and I have studied it and published it. All of the Christian words are noticeably absent. In an Arabic Agapius book, which quotes the Testimonium Flavianum, we have no Christian addition, as I pointed out.
Hello viewers, thanks for watching this video from the History Valley YouTube channel. Please don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell, and if any of you wish to further support this channel, please consider checking out this channel's Patreon page and becoming a patron, and or donate through PayPal or through Super Chat during a live stream. Thank you.